Recorded Books and RB Digital present Cold Kill by Rennie Airth, narrated by Stina Nielsen. Chapter 1. He had been watching the three workmen for an hour, though he wasn't sure why. Habit, probably, plus a natural aversion to haste, plus something else. Something to do with labels and packages and the connections, if any, between them. Whatever it was, it all came under the heading of patience. Patience with a capital P, which Karen just happened to believe was the secret to a long and stress-free life. Oh, it was fine to be brave and strong and clever. Add a pinch of good looks, and 9 out of 10 would think they had hit the number. But when it came to the long haul, if you really wanted to outlast the other guy, then patience was what was called for. Patience and still more patience. Even when it was wasted? Especially when it was wasted, dummy. That was the point. The time to take care was when everything looked normal. The fact that it probably was normal didn't change a thing. These three workmen, for instance. They had been there on the job when he arrived, fenced in by bollards that formed an island in the middle of the road. And because they were strangers, new to the street, not part of its daily comings and goings, he had sat in his car watching while they went about their work. What they were doing was repairing the surface of the road, lifting the old cobbles and leveling out the ground underneath before replacing them again. Tedious work, even at the best of times. And given the prevailing conditions, a raw December afternoon in Paris with a light rain falling, they certainly showed uncommon devotion to their craft. Which was just as well, since anything else would have started all sorts of bells ringing. Anything out of the ordinary, the way they stood, or the way they moved, the direction of their glances, any small thing. And that meant waiting until you were sure. Because sooner or later, people gave themselves away, even the best. Step forward, patience. Take a bow. Karen yawned. He'd seen enough. He was ready to move. Just a few more minutes, a few more cobbles. Imagine it, a lifetime of cobble lifting. It really made you think. What did they have to look forward to, this trio of hunchbacked worthies? Aching limbs, dulled senses, and at the end of the day, a house full of squalling brats and a wife with more wear on her than a route nationale. How they must dream of lottery wins and fast cars and girls in all shapes and sizes, blondes, brunettes, redheads, and each one as young and fresh and dazzlingly lovely as the one who had suddenly appeared on the sidewalk up ahead. Yes, that one there. Karen blinked. Now, where had she come from? He watched as the young woman paused, glancing left and right to check the traffic, before hurrying across the street to a tabac on the other side. Blonde and loose-limbed, she was wearing a pair of form-fitting jeans topped by a yellow silk blouse, and, just for a moment, the gray afternoon seemed brighter. In a few moments, she reappeared, clutching what looked like a pack of cigarettes, and, having recrossed the road, quickly vanished through the doorway of an apartment house. Karen sat and stared. Minutes passed. Finally, he shook his head. He couldn't help it. He just had to laugh. It was all so predictable. Take a pretty girl, any pretty girl, walk her past a bunch of workmen on a city street, and what did you have? Urban comedy, that's what. The girl walked by, and the men whistled at her. It was inevitable, inescapable. Damn it, it was probably a commandment handed down by you-know-who round about the time the first pyramids went up. Instruction to all pyramid workers. Thou shalt whistle at pretty girls.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.